So hello everyone, कैसे हैं आप सब? Very good afternoon to all of you. And from today we are starting GS paper 4, that is ethics, integrity and aptitude. Ethics, integrity and aptitude. What is your target here? 2026. And how many of you have given pre or mains previously? Have you attempted any attempt? Even if you have given any mains, then also these classes will be very, very useful. Last year, 48 IPS officers gave examination again to become what? IAS. And they have improved upon what aspects? That is answer writing, and with respect to these 4 pillars that we have, that is essay, GS paper 2, GS paper 4 and your optionals. Are you getting or not? If you see trend of previous years, you will be finding that if you see the marks trend given by UPSC, you will be finding that in top 50, these are those students, these are those rank holders who have got very good marks in these 4 pillars. That is your essay, your optional, GS paper 2 and GS paper 4. I will be showing you in some of the classes, I will be showing you with marks also, and we will be analyzing that aspect as well. Are you getting or not? So this is very, very clear that even if you have given your mains earlier, these classes will be really, really helpful with respect to answer writing, because every topic, whenever these topics will be ending, we will be conducting live answer writing sessions, lost sessions for each and every topic, and we will be doing absolute mastery in ethics, We are targeting more than 140 marks in ethics, and that is how we will be doing that. Now, before we start, before studying ethics, we are like this, less confident. Yes, we are something like that. But after studying ethics, we are not only confident in UPSC ethics paper, but also in life. You'll be finding a lot of confidence with respect to your mains examination, because a lot of this stuff will be used in your essays as well. With respect to other subjects, you will be using same content. Are you getting or not? So that will be very, very enriched content. Now, this particular paper was included in 2013. This paper was included in 2013. What do you think this particular paper was included? Why UPSC included this paper in 2013? Anyone? Very good, Shabash. Various government report between 2000 and 2010, what happened that government formed various committees, and even UPSC gave various report to the government. Besides that, whatever officers which have been selected by UPSC, they are good in various dimensions, but as far as administrative ethics is concerned, they are found really weak. If I have to cite one government data, it says that in 2018, around 650 IAS officers had corruption charges against them. In 2019, around 750 IAS officers had corruption charges against them. In 2020, around 600 IAS officers had corruption charges against them. So that is clearly indicating, as far as administrative ethics is concerned, they are found really, really weak. Yes or no? Yes, it is clearly indicating that. For example, let's cite another report. The report name is, that is, the index is Corruption Perception Index. Corruption Perception Index. This particular index is being released by Transparency International. This can be a probable question in your UPSC prelims. That is Transparency International. Transparency International releases this index, that is Corruption Perception Index. India's rank in 2000, for example, in 2022, it was 85th out of 180 countries. It degraded further in 2023. India's rank became 93rd out of 180 countries. In 2024, it degraded further. It became 96th out of 180 countries. That means on year basis, subsequent years, you have seen that there is a degrading trend of value system. So similar thing has been noticed by this World Bank report on Sub-Saharan Africa 1989. World Bank report on Sub-Saharan Africa 1989, which says that this World Bank report, you can scribble, everything whatever I'm saying you can scribble, we'll be making notes, do not worry about that. But World Bank report on Sub-Saharan Africa (1989), the report name was Crisis in Governance. It says that, this report says that all of these developing countries have this trend, that is there is a degradation of value system. There is a degradation of value system. Now with these three different data, it is clearly established, that is these officers which have been selected by UPSC are good in various dimensions, but as far as administrative ethics is concerned, they are found really weak. Now my question to you guys is, how many of you have given corruption or taken corruption in any form in your entire lifetime? Any corruption related activity? Yes, very good. Some honest fellows are here. Very good. What was the incident, sir? Yes. Okay. What about in the previous class? One particular person has said that I have given that money for making my passport. Yes. And as soon as I have given 500 rupees, sir, that file went like a missile and my work was done. So 500 rupees has so much power. What about others? Any other instance? Okay. So there are different scenarios where you have given corruption or taken corruption in any form. Okay. Now my next question to you is this, that how many of you think like this, that sir, let me come to the system once, I will drain the rivers of money. पैसों की सर नदियां बहा देंगे. I will drain the rivers of money. How many of you think like that? Honest persons? How many of you are honest? Yes? Nobody. Nobody is honest. Okay. So even if you have such kind of notions, we will be definitely trying to change such perspective during the end of this course. We'll be inculcating a lot of good values inside you, and more importantly, we will be focusing upon these live answer writing sessions. After each and every topic, we will be conducting live answer writing sessions. At least we will be ensuring that you get one of the highest marks in your ethics. That is what I will be here. Yes, after the class, I will be here for approximately 1 hour. I will be here. I will be doing your personal mentoring. I will be doing your personal mentoring. With respect to ethics, we have this mission to get more than 140 marks. See, write down whatever questions that you want to, for example, we will be giving a lot of questions in the classes in the format of live answer writing sessions. You try to answer those and you try to show that to me. I will be giving you various kind of inputs. Yes. So by that, I will be needing your cooperation. Yes. Are you guys ready? Yes. Okay. Now, if you see your UPSC ethics paper, let's try to see how this paper looks like. By that, we'll be understanding, we'll be visualizing how this paper will be there in your examination, and after that we'll be analyzing the trends. Okay. So if you will see in your ethics paper, this entire ethics paper is being divided into two sections. One is section A and another is section B. When you are dealing with section A, you will be finding that for each and every question in the theoretical part, there are two subparts. Yes. Question number 1A, question number 1B, question number 2A, question number 2B. Yes. In question number 3, they will be asking 3 quotation based questions. In question number 3, they will be asking 3 quotation based questions. They will be asking that, what do you mean by this quotation, these quotations in present context? And similarly, in question number 4, 2 parts will be there. In question number 5 and 6, 2 parts will be there. Are you getting or not? Yes, simple, in the most simplest manner. Can you see this, how your paper would be looking like? Yes, everyone? Yes. And in section B, they will be asking 6 case studies. They will be asking 6 case studies, and each case studies will be of 20 marks. Each case study will be of 20 marks. Now 13 into 10 in theory wala portion. In theory portion, they are asking 13 questions. Yes, 13 into 10, 130. And in case studies, they are asking 6 case studies. 20 into 6, how much, sir? 120. Yes, perfect. So this is how UPSC will be asking. And majority of questions will be there from your class notes. Class notes will be very, very exhaustive. You have to be very, very attentive, sir. You remember now? Yes, you have to be very, very attentive. Attentive, why? Because any question, for example, I will be showing you some of the testimonials as well. You will be finding that majority of these questions are direct, without changing language. Why? Because I have crafted out these 50 themes. Approximately 50 themes are there that will be part of your notes as well. And now with respect to each and every theme, we have standard introduction, what you will be writing in your body part, and how to conclude. Yes, by that we will be taking you. So with this, what will happen? What will happen? You will be able to ace, you will be able to get desired rank, desired marks in your ethics paper. Now if you will see the paper, how the paper setter is setting questions, how they are setting questions. For example, if you will see question number 1A, you will be finding that they are asking definition based question. Now if you will see question number 1, you will be finding that they are asking about moral integrity and professional efficiency. That is a part of unit number 3, will be showing you, and they have asked their relevance with respect to unit number 6, that is corporate governance. That is interlinkages between 2 units. They have asked interlinkages between 2 units. For example, next particular theme is very, very pertinent. That is ethical issues in international funding. Ethical issues in international funding, and such kind of questions have been asked by UPSC previously as well. Yes, so we will be having standard framework for all of these questions. For example, next question was on corruption, and just now we have just discussed certain nuance of corruption in our administrative system. RN Chaube board, that is in your UPSC, they used to ask this particular question, that corruption in India is systemic and systematic in nature. What do you mean by this? Anyone? In the for example, in the previous boards, RN Chaube board used to ask this particular question. This was pertinent question. That is, corruption in India is systemic and systematic in nature. So we will be dealing about that. Anyone, if you want to take guess? Very good. Very good, very good. So when he is saying that corruption in India is systemic in nature, that means it is present in various systems, social, political, economic, various systems. And when he was saying that it is happening in very, very systematic manner, it is, they are saying that there is an unholy nexus between various politicians, businessmen, these bureaucrats, that is, it is happening in various, very, very organized manner. Har kisi ka har level pe, at each and every level there will be a cut. Yes, and that cut will be raised to that official. That is what they were trying to say. We'll be seeing those aspects, but question on corruption is very, very pertinent. That is very, very repeated theme. And then again, definition based questions. Such type of definition based questions will be asked in your examination. Again, in question number 3, what they ask? Quotation based questions. 3 quotation based questions, and they will be asking that what does this quotation means to you? You, है ना? That means given below 3 quotations of great thinkers, what do each of these quotations convey to you in the present context? Are you getting? Then in the next portion, for these type of question, we will be having frameworks, ready-made frameworks, and we will be doing this in the unit number 5, contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. Then question from unit number 4, IQ versus EQ they have asked, that is emotional intelligence. This particular question has been asked. Then again, difference, that is difference on the basis of definitions. They have asked such type of questions. Basic, very, very basic. Yes, for example, one very, very important theme is laws, rules and regulation as a source of ethical guidance in unit number 6. And from that, I'll be giving you ready-made framework, introduction, body, conclusion, and that will be done. And from this particular portion they have asked, for example, question on probity has been asked, that is unit number 7. and teachings of Guru Nanak and social capital. Very, very simple. Now, if you will see 2024 paper, now you have seen that this is more tilted toward static portion, isn't it? Everyone, it is tilted toward more of static in nature. Now, next year in the previous mains, you will be finding that it is now tilted toward dynamic portion. That is what I wanted to you guys to notice this trend. That is, for example, if you will see question number 1, they are saying AI in ethics. For example, if ethics will come in this dimension of AI, whatever issues you are facing in AI, now how to tackle those with ethics? Such type of questions are being asked. That is, they are asking question from unit number 1, dimensions of ethics. They will be asking, I will be teaching you various type of dimensions of ethics, like environmental ethics, sports ethics, various medical ethics, various kind of ethics. We will be seeing that, and that is, it is being tilted toward more of dynamic wala aspect. For example, that is, for example, in the next, again, dimensions of ethics, holistic question on dimension of ethics. So first question they have asked specific question, and next very question they have asked on, that is a general question on dimensions of ethics. For example, there is another question. In the previous year we have seen that ethics in international funding, and this year they have asked ethics in international relations. Next very question. Then uske baad environmental ethics, I was talking about that, environmental ethics. For example, in question number 3 they will be asking 3 quotation, and they will be asking what, that is, what does these quotation means to you in present context. Yes, we'll be studying in unit number 5, and then again, that is change in the value system. We will be dealing with this particular concept in unit number 1, that is meva pe change ki baat. That is, whenever there is a question on change in meva, that is morality, ethics, values and attitude, what will be the framework that you will be using? And such type of questions are being asked on a very repeated themes, on a very repeated manner they ask questions. For example, in the previous year we have seen laws, rules and regulation as a source of ethical guidance. Yes, we have shown you. In this year also they have asked the same question, but from the different perspective, that is going beyond these laws, rules and regulation to help people. That is, you should not be mindless addiction to the forms. You should not be doing that. That is, you should not be mindlessly following these rules. These rules are to help people, to serve people. Yes, mindlessly following those rules will be leading toward what? Injustices. And that is what question has been asked. One very, very repeated thing, that is code of ethics and code of conduct, and various other aspects have been asked. For example, question on probity and mission karmyogi. All of these questions have been asked. Now, while showing these 2 papers of last 2 years, what I have shown you, that is in ethics, in theory, this ethics paper is divided into 2 sections. Yes, in first section A, they are asking theoretical questions. They will be asking 13 questions in theory portions, that is 13 into 10, each question is of 10 marker, and in case studies they will be asking 6 case studies, that is each case studies will be of 20 marker. 20 into 6 kitna? 120. That is 130 plus 120 is how much? 250. This is how your paper is being divided. These are various testimonials. For example, when this paper 2023 paper was there, I analyzed this paper, and below that various comments were there, like probity wala question, corporate governance wala question, bilkul language bhi change nahi kiya UPSC, and law sessions were very helpful. That is what they have asked. For example, probity wala question, we'll be seeing that we have already seen that probity wala question in 2023 they have asked. Similar question has been asked by UPSC, and various questions. For example, this question we have given in your law session. See, probity in governance is an essential and vital requirement for effective and efficient system of governance and for socio-economic development. Discuss and state ways to enhance probity in governance. They are asking how to enhance probity, and that is role of probity. Yes, that is what they are asking. And similar question we have already seen in UPSC 2023 paper. Just now we have seen in, like, I think probity is essential for effective system of governance and socio-economic development discussed. What I am showing you that all of these questions, this is nothing, for example, rocket science. we have crafted these themes from UPSC PYQ itself. Yes, by analyzing all these PYQs again and again, and that is what we have to do during our this course. Are you getting or not? We will be having absolute mastery with respect to each and every PYQs, with respect to of the basic notes, the value enrichment, each and everything. For example, Guru Nanak wala question was directly from that crash course that I have done during that time. So definitely each and everything will be there. But what you have to do, see, you have to revise, re-revise. Guru Nanak wala question was there, and for more such aspect you can see YouTube that particular video where I have analyzed such that paper. Now before we start, now how to make your notes? For my part, what I always suggest, I take ethics, governance and internal security here. So for my part, what I say that you have to divide your paper like this, that is 1/3 portion should be left. Why we are keeping this 1/3 portion as we are leaving? Why we are doing that? For example, when you will be for example done with your prelims, what will happen, that if you see the psychology of UPSC mains examination, you will find that on the very first day you are giving what? Between 9 to 12 you are giving day number 1, that is essay paper. In day number 2, in day 2 you will be giving GS paper 1. In second half, that is 2 to 5, you will be giving paper 2. In third day, that is you will be giving GS paper 3 and GS paper 4. Now see here, you are getting the chance to write your ethics paper, after 12 hours of continuous writing. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 hours of continuous writing. That will be the last GS paper. And I will be showing you one more trend, that is number of words have been consistently increasing on a subsequent year basis. That means paper is becoming very, very lengthy. Consequently, you will be having less time to attend the paper, and by the time you will be getting this GS paper 4, you will be tired physically as well as mentally, because before that you will be revising essay, before that you will be revising GS paper 3, paper 2, paper 4 is sidelined, usually sidelined, and that is where the majority of those mains students, they are lacking. They are not able to complete their ethics paper, and there we will be having this nag, that is we will be having that is edge in this particular section. Yes, we will be doing mastery in ethics. Yes. Now there is one more trend. If you will see UPSC mark sheets of this year or previous year, you will find that UPSC is liberally giving marks in those papers which are happening in the second half. Have you noticed a trend in GS paper 4 in last 5 years? People have got 162 marks, people have got 159 marks, people have got, for example, 142. Aditya Srivastava got 142, Vishakha Yadav got 162. For example, Medha Anand got 141. One particular person got 159 marks. People are getting huge amount of marks. That means little effort can give you huge amount of marks and can take you to the top 50s in the rank list. And even with respect to GS paper 2, you will see that similar trend. 125, 127, 132, such type of marks are being allotted. But such kind of trend is not there with respect to GS paper 1 or GS paper 3. You will find that in GS paper 3, the highest marks they are giving around how much? 100, 101, 102. That is how you will be seeing that. Highest mark. Previous year, 99 was highest marks. Are you getting or not? Are you getting? That means these are very, very important pillars, and that is where we are focusing with this course. That is absolute mastery in these portion, these pillars. Yes, so that is what we will be doing. And if you leave this, so after prelims, what will happen? See, there will be 50 themes where your notes will be in very, very organized manner. So you have written lot of keywords here. Yes, now you can do various value addition if you found in various other, for example, newspaper, in topper's copy, in any other aspect. If you have found any kind of value addition, you can write it here, and you can extract all these keywords after prelims, and so that you can make 10-pager notes, like 9 to 10-pager notes for your mains examination, and you are good to go for your mains examination. That is how you'll be doing your smart work. Are you getting or not? So this aspect is clear. Now for sources, let's understand what aspects we'll be doing. See, for sources, what I'm saying that what you have to do, you have to read, reread, revise your class notes plus handouts that are being given in the class. See, after that, I always, after every topic ends, we will be conducting live answer writing sessions, lost sessions after every topic. So you will be consciously attending these classes, and in these live answer writing sessions, I will be there in the class. I will be giving you questions on the same topic that we have studied. Yes, you will be attempting those questions in front of my eyes. For example, in my vigilance, you will be attempting all those questions, and I will be checking that. I will be seeing that who is performing or who is not performing. See, with this, we will be doing a healthy competition also in the class. Yes, and next particular aspect is, that is, after it is being done, you will be doing PYQs, and then you will be seeing topper's copy. If you remember Shreya Shri, rank 71, she got, in her first attempt, she could not get enough marks in essay paper. I think she got around 70 marks. In next very attempt, her marks rose exponentially. How? She analyzed approximately 50, more than 50 toppers copy. You can see that in their Telegram channels, more than 50 toppers copy. She analyzed that. She started thinking like a topper. She mentioned that particular aspect. By seeing toppers copy, what happens that you get to know what other people are writing, how they are presenting, what is the lacuna in myself. Yes, and you try to think like that. Yes or no? So you have to read toppers copy. But before that, you should have your basics strong. You should have PYQs, absolute mastery in PYQs, and then you will be doing you will be reading through toppers copies. Are you getting or not? After doing this, what you will have to do? People ask, sir, ab ye kar liya hai. Ab kya kar liya hai? You have to revise that. Again, do the same thing. Yes. Then people say that, sir, I have got this PDF. How is this PDF or that PDF? See, we are not here to make you PDF collector. We are here to make you original collector. Yes, the collector. Yes, not PDF collector. So try to focus upon that. I have told you this is more than sufficient to get more than 140 marks. Are you getting? To get more than 140 marks, it is more than sufficient. Yes, even after saying lot of these gyan, lot of these learnings, people still ask, sir, what should I read? Sir, this is new book that has come. Yes, for them I would not reply. Now Krishna will reply. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Nayam lokasti na paro na sukham sanshayatmana. Nayam lokasti na paro na sukham sanshayatmana. For a doubting soul, there is no happiness neither in this world nor in the other. For a doubting soul, there is no happiness neither in this world nor in the other. And even this particular shloka is very, very important for your administration as well. That is, Nayam lokasti Nayam lokasti na paro na sukham sanshayatmana. See, even with respect to, it is true with respect to administration. Remember Farmers Bill? Yes, people did not have trust on the government policy, and that was ineffective on the ground. Any government policy cannot be effective on the ground if people do not have trust. Trust is a very, very important element, and that is where we are ensuring that first thing first, that you should be revising these notes again and again, multiple times. You will be finding certain new aspects of those notes again every time you revise. Are you getting or not? So that is what we have clearly mentioned, that is, you have to have trust. Yes, we will be doing mentorship sessions, lot of mentorship sessions. Even previously we have done that. So there will be absolute mastery, and by the end of this course I promise you that entire ethics will be in your tips. This is my personal promise. Entire ethics will be in your tips. We will be doing that in the last class. ठीक है? लेकिन उसके लिए precondition. The precondition for that is what? That is, you have to attempt all the classes until and unless there is absolute urgency or emergency. You are in ICU or ventilator or any other thing. You have to attend all these classes. Trust me, you have to be little bit brutal about your own self. See, you have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent enough. See, this is what UPSC demands. Consistency is very, very important. And if you do that, I am promising from my side that you will be having absolute mastery in your syllabus. Okay? Everyone? Yes? Now, if you will see GS paper 4, this is of 250 marks. Let's keep this from very, very basic. Now we have visualized this paper. That is, there are two sections. There are two sections. In section A, there will be 13 questions. Each question is of how much marks, sir? Each question is of 10 marks, and there will be 13 questions. In question number 3, they will be asking 3 questions, quotation based questions. 3 quotation based questions are being asked, and this is how your paper will look like. Yes, your ethics theory portion. In case studies in section B, at the last, they will be asking about 6 case studies. Each case study will be of, is it clear to all of you? Can you visualize your UPSC ethics paper? Yes, very good. Shabash. Now, before we do that, let's do certain kind of crimes that are crimes in UPSC examination. You should not repeat those crimes. Why I am doing this? Even before starting any class, I do this because this is a ritual for my class. Ritual, why ritual? Because in 2022 or 2021, I guess, what happened that rank 601, she was my student, and what happened, she wrote one poem in Hindi. The poem name was जब नाव जल में छोड़ दी तूफान में ही मोड़ दी दे दी चुनौती सिंधु को तब धार क्या मझधार क्या. The topic of the essay was on the attitude change, and she wrote this particular poem like this. She was an English medium student. Yes, like this in the Hindi acronyms. Now, how you will have to write? If at all you want to write, then you will have to write in the English acronym. First thing first. Are you getting or not? For example, when I am writing shlokas, then how I am writing? Like this. Nayam lokasti na paro na sukham sanshayatmana. Are you getting or not? So there are certain crimes, and every year you will be seeing that UPSC is giving penalty marks. UPSC is giving what? Penalty marks. -12, -25, -15 every year. Even this year also UPSC has awarded penalty marks. It is like कि UPSC aspirant, they are asking that जिस गलती की तुम दे रहे हो सजा अब मुझे बता भी दो वजह. Now UPSC is giving those justification why we have given you negative marks, and you will find that various time. For example, penalty marks of 5 marks, penalty marks of 25 marks. See, list से ही बाहर हो जाएगा इंसान. If 25 marks has been given as a penal marks, then you will be out of list. So UPSC to mains student do not commit these crimes. I call them crimes because after knowing also these aspects, you do such kind of crimes. Do not do that, otherwise what will happen? You know that there will be excruciating pain, and that will be havoc for your 1 year, and you might not get another chance to write mains examination. Are you getting or not? Those who are in those, for example, these years, they know that. For example, previous day, actually I was on leave for 1 month for some personal aspects, and I could not see the results. Yes, yesterday one student called me and he told ki sir, I have got rank 8 in IFOS examination. IFOS. And I have done these aspects, and we have met here in these classes, and I thought, let me call you first. Okay, I saw that, and the name was Sanish Kumar Singh, and he has done that. Now the interesting part is this: it was his last attempt, at the age of 32. At the age of 32, it was his last attempt. He gave everything for that. He gave everything, and now he has got 8th rank. Are you getting? He wrote in that message that, sir, finally Nirvana achieved. I'll be telling you the context of this in the ethics. Finally Nirvana achieved. And this is how those who will be there, sincerely those who are preparing for this examination, they know the pain. Even for 1 marks, 1 question, it cost huge. Are you getting or not? Because this is how the competition is. Various crimes are like that. Like, for example, you will not be writing any kind of numbers or symbols, any kind of religious symbols in your copy, in your mains copy. Why we are doing that? Because after this, after 1 or 2 classes, we will be starting our answer writing also. Yes, because it will be a exercise. So I do not want any kind of those crimes in our classes also. Yes, for example, giving such kind of, these are official sheet that has been provided by UPSC. Writing in the cross line, writing cross. For example, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, as if God will come, God himself will come and he will save him. For example, writing in Om, कि God को भी खुश कर देते हैं, कोने में लिखेंगे. Will be writing in a corner, God will be happy and even examiner will be happy and he will not be able to identify. And then they have especially mentioned that कि ये भी मत करो. Do not write in corner also. And for example, being more confident, writing in the center. For example, while starting anything, we write like this. For example, we say that Shri Ganeshaya Namah. In the Hindu mythology, Hindu religion, we do that. Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Yes? So do not commit those kind of things. For example, UPSC has indicated that various people have this habit of writing numbers in left or right corners. For example, when we are starting our preparation, what we do, that we started at 10:10, for example, and now we are writing the time stamps. I will be completing 4 questions within 28 minutes. 7 into 4, 28 minutes. So they will be writing 10 in the after 8 pages, they will be writing 10:28. Yes. So within 28 minutes, I will have to complete 4 questions. This is how we normally, when we start preparation, we normally do that. Yes. So people started doing that, and this particular habit they continued even in the UPSC mains examination, and UPSC then started awarding negative marks. It is a clear indication. UPSC is saying that it is the indication that you want examiners to get influenced by you. You are giving them sign, certain kind of signs that you are known to him. Do not present certain kind of signs. For example, I will be starting at 10, I'll be ending at 10:25. For example, this side, on the other side of the sheet. For example, writing your name. Yes. For example, writing your roll number not in the place where it has been provided. Writing in your roll number at the center position. Do not commit those kind of crimes. For example, cancelling your roll number. Yes, cancelling your roll number like this. Do not, because number is, UPSC write that roll number is still visible. For example, cutting your name, but name is still visible. Signing by your own name. Yes. And for example, writing your name and then sign, because in the language paper you have to write all these, for example, letters also, and giving your addresses as if I am also living in Karol Bagh, I am also from Delhi. If at any chance if you are from Delhi, you can give me good marks. Yes, indication of that. For example, writing half answer in Hindi in any one language and half answer in any other language. This is not permissible in the UPSC examination. For example, yes, we have seen rank 601 story, and even with respect to writing with pencil, do not do that. Even with respect to IR portion now, what happens that various students have this habit of making that with pencil. Yes, even in the geography portion, do not do that. UPSC is saying that you are giving the indication to the examiner that if I have done something wrong, then you take your own rubber, you erase that and make new form of diagram, new and corrected one, and then give me marks. Do not do that. Try to practice as much. For example, world map should be made within 10 seconds or 3 or 4 seconds. It should be made. Yes, try to have that kind of practice with pen. Yes. Then, for example, writing like this, ki madam or sir, this is my last attempt, please examine this leniently. और सर और मैडम यह मेरा अंतिम प्रयास है, कृपया सहानुभूति पूर्वक जांच करें. And he has done, that is conceptually wrong. that is samanubhuti purvak. Sympathy means sahanubhuti. Sympathy means feeling sorry but not able to understand your pain. But empathy means the pain that you are feeling, I'm trying to understand the same pain. Yes, he has done conceptually wrong. And for example, madam or sir, I beg you to consider answer sympathetically. Sahanubhuti purvak ki जांच की जाए. And then writing in Einstein language. Writing in Einstein language. For example, it is like a Indus Valley script which could not be deciphered till now. It is like that. Yes. Do not write in such kind of language, those script which is not deciphered till now. So do not try to do such kind of mistakes also. And that is rank 13 problem. So what happened with rank 13? What happened? So he was knowing about other question, but he was not knowing about 4D. So what he did, he started with 4C and he was knowing that question very well, pretty well. So what he did, he completed, he used both of those pages that was given for that particular portion, but he wanted to write more and try to subside this. So what he did, he cancelled this particular question and he continued, and in the previous page he wrote that to be continued, and he accepted in the media as well. For example, when the one of the channels, he accepted that I did that mistake, and in next very attempt, and in that very attempt he got penalty marks. He could not get through his mains, but in the next very attempt he got rank 13. Yes, so similar type of mistakes you will not be doing, and do not do such kind of creativity. Yes, that is also not allowed in your examination. Yes, people, that evaluator will be very frustrated. Bhaiya, we have made such a lengthy paper and now you are showing all kind of creativity here. Do not do that. Yes, so it will be a, and what is the correct manner? What is the correct manner? Yes, that is, for example, you will be writing civil services mains examination, for example, in your case 2026, then your medium and your roll number, like this. Even those who are present in your examination center, they will be telling you write down UPSC here, or they will be telling you anything else. Yes, but UPSC has clearly told that you have to write like this. So do not get swayed away by any other person. UPSC has clearly given all these guidelines. You can see in their official websites. See, and if you at all you want to cancel like this, writing in making two parallel lines and cancel, write down cancel in between, and then let's start with our ethics syllabus, and we'll be understanding more such aspects in the later part. But if you will see the syllabus, there are 7 units, 7 theory units in your ethics, and 8th one is case study. 8th one is case study, and we have seen, sir and ma'am, what we have seen, that the importance of case study is how much? 120 marks, equivalent to the half of the marks. Yes, approximately half. Yes, are you able to get it or not? Yes. So unit number 1 to 6, let's see that. In unit number 1, try to write that as well. Write that. First unit is ethics and human interface. So write down syllabus, and we'll be understanding what we will be doing in the syllabus. In first unit, we will be understanding about what do you mean by ethics. We will be understanding about what do you mean by morals, what is difference between objectivity and subjectivity, and we will be creating the essence of ethics. Yes, through Maharishi Vedvyasa or Bhagavad Gita, we will be doing all those aspects. We will be doing essence of ethics, we will be doing determinants of ethics, consequences of ethics, and we will be also dealing with various value inculcation part, how good values can be inculcated in the human beings. First unit is what? You have to memorize each and everything. That is, be very attentive. First unit is what? That is ethics and human interface. Here we will be understanding, we'll be having a basic foundation of this particular subject matter. Basic foundation. What do you mean by ethics, morality? How you can differentiate between them? Are you getting or not? In the second unit, we will be doing attitude. If you will analyze all these PYQs and the syllabus, you will find that this unit number 2 will have these aspects only. For example, first question, they ask that how to change negative attitude, how to change from negative attitude to the positive attitude. For example, you are coming from certain socio-economic background, you are coming from certain caste. Yes, for example, you came from Brahmin caste, and you are from the villages, and you have done, or for example your family has also done that caste discrimination or any other caste, or you are the victim of those things, yes, now you are taking through those personal biases in the administration, yes or no? Yes, for example patriarchal notion are being taught to you in your home itself, yes. Now in this particular unit, in unit number 2, we will be trying to change your negative attitude towards positive attitude. This particular question has been asked by UPSC thrice, that is changing from negative to positive attitude. Then other aspects are being asked in your syllabus. They have written only 2 words, that is with respect to type of attitude, what they have written, that is moral attitude and political attitude. Only 2 types of attitude have been mentioned in the syllabus, but UPSC asks various other types of attitude as well. If you will see the papers, you will find that UPSC has asked bureaucratic attitude as well. UPSC has asked democratic attitude, and they have also asked about social attitude. So what types of attitude is very, very important for you? That is, what are the different types of attitude we will be studying? That is moral and political attitude, that is being given in your syllabus. And from PYQs, other type of attitude like social attitude, and we will be doing bureaucratic and democratic type of attitude as well. Are you getting or not? Then in attitude unit, we will be also doing content and structure and functions of these attitude, so that we know what is the importance of these attitude. Right attitude. Attitude means abhivritti. That means that is how you think. For example, how you think about any particular object. Are you getting or not? आपकी मनोदशा कैसी है? For example, in the previous class, कि sir, I have missed various classes. Now I am attending your first lecture. First lecture. How will I be able to manage that? Will I be able to get? I think I am suited for nothing. I will be. I just don't know why I have come here. Such kind of these are called as negative attitude. मनोदशा ही खराब है. आपकी आवृत्ति ही खराब है. Negative है. We will be trying to change in unit number 2. We'll be trying to change your negative attitude towards positive attitude. In unit number 3, we will be doing about aptitude and foundational values for civil services. Unit number 3 we'll be studying about various kind of values which are very, very important for the administration. For example, selflessness, honesty, objectivity, openness, leadership, integrity, accountability, all such of values are very, very important while you are dealing in public services. So we'll be studying about, remember those questions from UPSC, definition based questions. So these questions are coming from unit number 3. Remember 2023 paper when I said that moral integrity and professional efficiency, and they have been asked in context of corporate governance. So moral integrity and professional efficiency we are seeing in unit number 3. Are you getting or not? So definition based questions. Now here we'll be seeing that various definitions have been asked by UPSC, and we will be covering that as well. Are you able to understand or not? Yes. In unit number 4, we will be understanding about emotional intelligence, bhavnatmak samajh. Sometimes we see that our younger brother or our elder brother become furious, become angry at small things. Yes or no? We say that such person is having, अरे वो भी नाराज हो जाएंगे अभी. Do not do that. That is we normally see that particular person is less in EQ, emotional quotient. For example, we saw that Sushant Singh Rajput did suicide. For example, we were seeing that various cases of Atul Subhas. Yes. Now we are seeing such kind of tendency. Even in quota, various people do suicide. Yes, because of the examination pressure. Even after this UPSC final result, every year we normally hear that 2 or 3% from the this ORN have done suicide. Yes, that means they are lacking in what? EQ, that is emotional quotient. We'll be understanding how they are lacking and what is the role of this EQ, why this emotional quotient is very, very important. We will be understanding the difference between IQ and EQ and role of emotional intelligence in administration. We'll be understanding about role of emotional intelligence in administration. Are you getting or not? Yes. Unit number 4. In unit number 5, we will be doing contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. Here we will be doing with Indian thinkers and Western thinkers as well. For example, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Descartes, Spinoza, Leibniz. Will be doing various rationalist thinkers. Even with respect to Indian philosophies also, Jainism, Buddhism, various other aspects, we will be covering my personal favorite, unit number 5. I will be doing that. Yes, contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world, unit number 5. Then unit number 6, we will be studying about values and ethics in public administration. Values and ethics. Now each of these things, these theoretical portions, that has to be applied in what? In administration. It has to be applied where? It has to be applied in administration. Now all these values, role we will be understanding in the aspect of administration when we will be dealing with ethical issues in international relations. Have you seen those questions? Yes, in 2023 they have asked ethical issues in international funding, question number 1B. Yes, do you remember that or not? Yes, just now we have seen that. So all, for example, ethical issues in corporate governance, all of those aspects we'll be seeing here in unit number 6. And in unit number 7 we will be doing probity, that is institutional integrity. Here we will be understanding all of these aspects in the governance. In the governance perspective, we will be understanding about how to ensure transparency and accountability. What are the different tools to ensure transparency and accountability? And what will happen? It is being said by second ARC, transparency is not only means, it is also end in itself. Why they are saying like that? And how with transparency all other elements can be ensured. For example, with respect to when you see that good governance wala aspect, various other aspects are there like consensus oriented, rule of law, inclusiveness and equity, participativeness, transparency, economy and efficiency, accountability, responsiveness, each and everything can be ensured with transparency. How they are saying that? We will be understanding about all those aspects in unit number 7. And the last portion is case studies. These will be very practical cases, and these are cases where for example, you'll be finding that various DM have faced certain kind of issues. Recently, one incident happened in Gurgaon. For example, let's take one example. Sir, आपका नाम क्या है? अभिजीत. ठीक है, अंकित किसका नाम है? Okay, Ankit. Okay, Ankit, suppose you are a DM. Now suppose every one of you think like a DM. Okay, and now I am giving specifically this example with respect to Ankit. So Ankit is a DM in Gurgaon area, in Gurgaon, and there is one multi-purpose mall that is coming up. Multi-purpose mall is coming up, and we have seen a huge storm day before yesterday, I think. Yes or no? Yes, there was a huge storm. That is similar kind of incident has happened there, and one monsoon was there, one monsoon rain was there, and because of that a huge chunk of terrace has fallen down. Huge chunk of terrace of that particular building has fallen down. Because of that, Ankit, what happened? That approximately 4 people died and 2 minors also died. 4 people, 4 adult persons, they have died, and 2 minors have also died. And there is a huge protest. People are very angry that huge amount of corruption has been taken place. People are saying that the government is not even concerned about us. Yes, huge amount of hue and cry is there. And government all of a sudden they have made you a head of this particular issue, and they are telling you that you start with the investigation. Ankit, you start with the investigation and you find out whether corruption was there or not, first thing, and second thing that you have to find out how to tackle such issue so that there is no further protest in that particular area. Are you getting or not? You started, you have full vigor, you are very enthusiastic, and you have full zeal to solve this particular case, and you went there, you started investigating. You found that Ankit found first thing that he found, that is the material that was used there, it was of very poor quality material was used. First thing he found that. Second, he had discussion with certain other person who were working, and he found that the inspector who was coming up there for inspection, he took 500 rupees and drank tea and coffee and went away. He never did inspection. Second point. Third thing, when he further investigated, he found that there is a collusive corruption between those who are present in his own department. They have given approval for each and everything without even thinking about any of the aspects in the ground. Are you getting or not? Even, for example, various political masters are being involved. Various political masters. When you investigated, you found that your cabinet minister from your own state has been involved there. Now you became very furious. Even various businessmen are there. Now what to do? This is a real and practical case. Real, very real. Yes, this happened 2 years back. Now in such scenarios, now on one fine day, you have one daughter, or little daughter, and one fine day in morning, one phone call comes, and this phone call says that, okay Ankit, you have to drop this case. We know that you have a daughter and she goes to the school at 7 a.m. We know that, and phone was shut. Listening to this, he was very shocked. You became really fearful, because you have one daughter and now you are protective about your own child. And on the same day in the evening, there was another call, and the lady called, and lady told you, please drop this particular case, otherwise I will be putting a sexual harassment case against you. Posh Act, sexual harassment case against you. Do not further proceed with this particular case. Yes, and in such scenario, you became really numb. What to do in such scenario? Yes, such type of case studies have been asked. What you will be doing, Ankit? Okay, anyone else? I think you should try. Okay. Okay, anyone else? Little bit curious how these case studies are coming? Yes, yes. Our intent is that much. Abhi ke liye intent is to develop this curiosity, but we'll be doing this case study mastery. Yes, such type of case studies will be there, and we'll be tackling those case studies. Yes, yes, we'll be seeing how to tackle those case studies. Such type of complex case study. This is one of the examples of complex case study that has come in UPSC 2022 paper. Are you getting or not? Yes. So such type of questions are being asked by UPSC in your examination in the topic of case study. Are you getting or not? Yes, everyone. So what is the syllabus? Unit number 1 is what? At last we'll be starting from last. So unit number 1, sir, at the last, ethics and human interface. Second unit, attitude. Third unit, aptitude and foundational values for civil services. Then next unit number 4, emotional intelligence. Then unit number 5, contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. Then unit number 6, values and ethics in public administration. And unit number 7, probity in governance. Repeat this with me again. That is, unit number 1 is what? Yes, unit number 2, attitude. Unit number 3, aptitude and foundational values for civil services. Then 4, emotional intelligence. 5, contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. And then okay, probity in governance. Now if you will see the trend, let's memorize this syllabus again with the help of trends as well. Yes, if you will see the trend with respect to each and every unit, you'll find that, अगर आप ये trend देखते हैं, you'll find that from topic number 1 is what? Ethics and human interface. You will see that initially UPSC gave huge importance to this particular topic, and in midway they have dropped. For example, huge importance was not given. Now if you will see, they are giving that importance again. So this has been trend with respect to UPSC unit number 1, that is ethics unit number 1. That is approximately 1 or 2 question will be always there, and sometime it might happen they will be asking, for example, more number of questions. Yes, for example, in the previous year 2024 they have asked 4 questions. Yes, how much questions? 4 questions. Yes, because every question is of 10 marker. Yes, very good, shabash. Now when you have understood this aspect, now you have to see that we have also analyzed this trend, that 1 year UPSC is asking what? That is, question paper is tilted toward static portion, and in the next very year it is being tilted toward dynamic portion. So in the previous year we have seen they have tilted toward static portion. In the previous year they have tilted toward dynamic portion. In the previous to that they have tilted toward static portion. Are you getting or not? Are you getting? Yes. Then in unit number 2 is what? Attitude. Unit number 2 is attitude. Here normally one question is being asked. In the previous year, for example 2024 and 2023, they have asked one question. one question. Simple, very basic question they are asking from this particular topic of unit number 2. We have already discussed that what are the type of question will be asked in unit number 2. That is how to change from negative to positive, different types of attitude, content and structure of attitude and functions of attitude. इसके बाहर question paper बनेगा ही नहीं. Now you know that these 4-5 questions in your mind will be seeing all of those things in the syllabus. Are you getting or not? Then in the unit number 3. In unit number 3, the question is being asked. For example, here you will be finding that initially they were giving the importance, but in few years you will find that not much question is being asked. But this particular unit has lot of interlinkages with respect to other topics. For example, remember 2023 question paper, moral integrity and professional efficiency. These two were asked in the context of corporate governance. So understanding of these terms is very, very important. Whatever values that are being mentioned in unit number 3, understanding of them is very, very important even for solving case studies. Even for solving case studies and even for attempting other papers. Without value, they cannot attempt any question. So interlinkages aspect is there with respect to unit number 3. With respect to unit number 4, every year one question will be asked. And there are 4 repeated themes which are there. That is IQ versus EQ. That is role of emotional intelligence in the administration. Yes, role of emotional. How to apply this EI and certain aspect with respect to case studies. Are you getting? Yes, with respect to emotional intelligence, what type of question they will be asking? Yes, in the unit number 4, one question. Only one question they will be asking. In unit number 5, we have already seen that. क्या देखा था? 3 quotation based questions are being asked. From unit number 5, that is contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. From this particular unit, 3 questions are being asked. That is 3 questions are being asked from this particular unit, and they're asking what does these quotations means to you in a present context. So you will be seeing that earlier the trend was different. They were asking more number of questions, but you will see that in few years they are asking only 3 quotation based questions. Are you getting? Yes, everyone. In unit number 6 and unit number 7 are very, very important for you guys. Unit number 6 and unit number 7 are very, very important, because sometimes you'll be seeing that 5 or 6 questions are coming from these 2 units, and these whatever you have studied. For example, you have studied ethics and morals. For example, you have studied essence of ethics. You have studied determinant of ethics. For example, in unit number 2, you have studied about attitude. In unit number 3, you have studied about various kind of values. Yes, unit number 4, you have studied about emotional intelligence. Everything is being applied in unit number 6 and 7. For example, how these could be applicable in the corporate governance, international relation, international funding. Yes, all such type of thing. Work culture में क्या issues होते हैं? What are the issues are there with respect to different kind of work cultures? We'll be seeing in unit number 6. That is why we have said that approximately 4-5 question will be always there from these 2 units. From these 2 units, 4 to 5 question will always be there. Very, very important unit. Now we have seen all these syllabus, entire syllabus we have visualized. First, unit number 1, that is ethics and human interface. Now the trend is that is with respect to unit number 1, at least 2 questions they are asking. They can ask more number of questions, but next year they will be asking only 1 or 2 questions. 2 questions only, not more than that, because trend is already established. In unit number 2, that is attitude, that is they will be asking 1 question, and question will be confining towards change from negative to positive, different types of attitude, and content, structure and functions of attitude. Are you getting or not? And they will be asking, 1 question has been asked from social influence and persuasion as well. This is one of the separate topic that is being given in your syllabus. We'll be seeing that aspect as well in your syllabus. Yes. Then next is next particular thing is unit number 3. From unit number 3, they will be asking definition based questions. They will be asking various definitions, and you'll have to give definitions with examples. Definition with example. In unit number 4, they will be asking about, yes, emotional intelligence. And then unit number 5, contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. Here they will be asking 3 quotation based question. Unit number 6, Yes, values and ethics in public administration, and unit number 7, probity in governance. Very, very important. Question can range from 4 to 5. Are you getting or not? That is entire syllabus with entire importance. Everything is clear. Now, can you visualize these each and every point in your syllabus? Unit number 1 is what? Ethics and second unit, third unit. Very good. Then fourth, then fifth, sixth unit, and then seventh, and then eighth unit is case studies. In case studies, they are asking 6 case studies, and each case study is of 20 marks. Is it clear to all of you? Yes. We have visualized our syllabus and we have visualized our marks trend as well. Are you getting or not? Yes. Now with respect to marks trend, we have already established this. That is, now there has been established trend. That is, 130 marks paper will be there from section A and 120 from section B. Now it is a established trend. That is where we are seeing they have started earlier from 125. Now it has been established that they will be asking 13 questions and each question is of 10 mark. And with respect to case studies, they will be asking 6 case studies. Each case study will be of 20 marks. Very good. Now let's see the another aspect of the ethics syllabus, the trend that we were discussing, that is word counts. If you will see consequent UPSC ethics paper, you will find that number of words used by UPSC to formulate the paper, it has been increasing on year basis. It has been increasing year on year basis. You will find that they have started from, for example, 318 words. Here they have started from 1366 or 102 words, and you will see in 2022 they have increased to 589 words and 1366, and they have increased to 2466. And if you will see this graph, those who are from mathematics background, they will appreciate more. Yes, they have started from here and then it rose exponentially. In 2024 it was 2467 with respect to case studies, and even with respect to theory wala portion, it was approximately, here also this trend is being there, and here it was approximately 576 words. Yes, so this is the trend. That means number of words are increasing on year basis. Consequently, you are having less time to attempt the paper. That is what we have discussed previously as well. ये discuss किया था ना? Yes, we have already discussed that. That is, number of words are increasing on year basis. So consequently, you have less time. You have to practice more. These each and every concept you should have mastery. In each and every concept, you should have mastery. Are you getting or not? हर एक concept पे आपको mastery चाहिए. And I will be ensuring that you guys have that. You should have that, because we are targeting more than 140 marks. 140 marks. Yes, that is, we are targeting 140 plus marks. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that aprapyam nam ne hasti dhirasya vyavasayina. Aprapyam nam ne hasti dhirasya vyavasayina. Those who are fearless and those who are hardworking, for them everything is achievable. Aprapyam nam ne hasti dhirasya vyavasayina. That means it is very scientific. That is, if you will become fearless in what sense? See, we all are working. I am working for you. I will be there. Yes, from today till this course will completed, I will be there with you. Yes, I will be doing whatever you require. I will be doing that. I will be taking care of all of your needs. Do not worry about anything. Now you should become fearless. Ravindra Verma, when he was giving this paper after GS paper 3, he called me approximately 10-12 times, and I was there in the class. Yes, and he was going to attempt this paper 4, and there was one Sanskrit verse he forgot, and he had to write at any cost, because we knew that there are certain trends with respect to ethics paper, and he expected that such kind of questions will be asked. Yes, so I attended at that particular time, and he became IPS at that year. Now what I am saying that we all are working as a machinery. We will be working for you guys. You should become fearless first. Fearless. Do not have any kind of negative attitude approach. First thing is clear. Yes, the moment you will become fearless, and there is no doubt, the earlier principle that we have established, that is, nayam lokasti na paro na sukham sanshayatmana. For a doubting soul, there is no happiness neither in this world nor in the other. Now complete 100% trust is there. Yes, Now if these two elements will be there, you'll be putting lot of hard work. Why you do not give your 100%? Because you are fearful. What will happen? You always think about result. Yes, you just forget everything, you just do whatever is being given in the class. Can you do that? Simple things. Simple is sometimes we see that simple is more tough. Doing simpler things are more tough. Yes, people try to achieve some for example high-fi things, but they completely ignore these simple things. With this context, let us venture into the unit number 1, that is ethics and human interface. Ethics and human interface. Write down unit number 1, ethics and human interface. Write down unit number 1, ethics and human interface. Ethics and human interface. Now let's see that. Now first question is, what is ethics? We'll start with here. We'll start from here and let's understand what is ethics. Now we all know that. What is ethics? Before we do, let's see. Ethics is normative science. Before we understand normative science, let's hear from you guys, what do you mean by science? Science is, yes, evidence based or, very good. Science is systematic study or well organized study of particular field of subject. What is science? What is science? Science is well organized study of particular field of subject. Science is what? Well organized study of particular field of subject. When we have understood science, that is, if you will see, the science can be divided into two parts. Try to write, try to make your notes. Yes. Now if you will see science, science is divided into two parts. One is descriptive science. And another one is normative science. When I say descriptive science, it is as it is study. जो जैसा है उसका वैसा ही वर्णन. As it is study. For example, in chemistry we study about chemicals. In physics we study about natural event. As it is study. उन्हीं chemical के बारे में, about those chemicals we study as it is. Yes or no? In chemistry we study as it is. Yes or no? About chemicals. That is, for example, in chemistry, okay, let's, as it is a study. For example, in chemistry we study about chemicals. In physics we study about natural events. As it is study. But when we are talking about normative science, here we are dealing with what ought to be. This aspect is what? क्या है, कैसा है, that is what is the present situation, that is as it is studied. And then in normative science we study about what ought to be, that is how it should be. क्या होना चाहिए, क्या है और क्या होना चाहिए, क्या है क्या होना चाहिए, how it should be, what ought to be, that is the question here is, that is we are dealing with the aspect of what we are dealing with. We are making a holistic definition of ethics. In each and every book, whatever you'll be studying or you'll be seeing, it will be just a broken aspect of these this definition that we are making. That is what? That is ethics is a normative science. Now when we are saying normative science, we are telling that what ought to be, how our conduct should be, how our conduct should be. Now for example, I will be giving you one example and let's see have you got this or not. For example, I am making two statements. Mohan is studying and Mohan should help others. Which one of them is descriptive science and which one of them is normative science? Mohan is studying is descriptive and Mohan should help others is perfect. Now you have got the knack of normative and descriptive science. Now when I say this, ethics is a normative science, normative science, so you have to make this definition complete. That is ethics is normative science where we study human conduct. What we study? Where we study human conduct. On some established standard. On some established standard. On some established standard. Now when I said that ethics is a normative science, that means we are telling that is where we study human conduct, that how our human conduct should be. We are dealing with this question now, how our human conduct should be, कैसे होने चाहिए human conduct. Yes, how it should be. Yes, this aspect we are dealing here in ethics, that is rightness and wrongfulness of human conduct. That is knowledge of ethics. Knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of what we should do. Yes. In order to achieve summum bonum. Now when we were writing this, we have said that ethics is a normative science where we study human conduct on some established standard. Knowledge of ethics gives us what we should do and what we should not. क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. Yes, in order to achieve summum bonum. In order to achieve summum bonum means ultimate objective. Yes, real happiness. Yes, summum bonum is for you guys. What is the summum bonum? What is your ultimate objective? Yes, somebody said IAS exam. Yes, to get IAS service. Yes. For other person, it could be something else. For example, somebody will be getting into the IAS for getting a beautiful bride or beautiful groom or handsome groom or something like that, or some other aspect. Yes or no? Yes. But for example, somebody could be thinking of summum bonum of happiness, everlasting happiness, peace. Somebody thinking of, for example, peace. Yes or no? So these could be summum bonum, ultimate objective. Summum bonum in case of Jainism is Kaivalya. Summum bonum in case of ये लिख लिया सभी लोगों ने. Everyone? Summum bonum in case of Jainism. Summum bonum in case of Jainism is Kaivalya. In case of Buddhism is, very good, in case of Buddhism is Nirvana. In case of Hinduism is, in case of governance is welfare of citizens. Yes. So summum bonum, the ultimate objective in case of Jainism is Kaivalya, in case of Buddhism is Nirvana, in case of Hinduism it is moksha, in case of governance it is welfare of, sir dikh raha hai kya yahan pe? Yes, that is welfare of citizens. Welfare of citizens. Are you getting or not, everyone? That is, ethics is a normative science. That means how it should be, where we study human conduct, that how our human conduct should be, and what we are studying, that is how we are getting, for example, how will be getting our summum bonum? By rightness, by knowing about rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Rightness and wrongness, the knowledge about rightness and wrongness. Through that we will be achieving our summum bonum. Are you getting? Summum bonum in case of Jainism is Kaivalya. You have to memorize this definition right now. That is, ethics is a normative science. Our style of teaching is something different. Why? Because we want to memorize each and everything in the class. Because after 4 or 5 class you will have law session. Yes, and I want you to get prepared in the classes itself. See, to be very attentive in the class. Try to memorize this definition. Ethics is a normative science where we study human conduct on some established standard. Knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of what we should do and what we should not in order to achieve summum bonum. In case of Jainism is, in case of Buddhism is, Hinduism is, in case of governance is welfare of citizen. Welfare of citizen. Welfare of citizen. Yes. Now whatever definition you will be seeing, it will be just part and parcel. You will be seeing that every definition will be crafted, has been crafted from this particular definition. Yes. Now let's see. See various definition that is being given in various books and various content. That is, after writing this definition, try to write this. That is, first understand. That is, it deals with human character and conduct. Now see first definition. You'll be seeing that it is just a part of that. It deals with human character and conduct on some established standard with aim to achieve summum bonum. Yes, that is, when Gandhiji was saying that our greatness does not lie in remaking the world. It is a myth of atomic age. It is, our greatness lies in remaking our own self. Our own self. We have to make ourselves better. Yes, he was focusing upon making our conduct better. By knowing rightness and wrongness of human conduct, by knowing what mistakes I am doing, you have to improve upon your human conduct. For example, Albert Schweitzer, when he was saying this, that for example, ethics is getting the inner perfection of your own personality. So what he was mentioning, that is improving upon your human conduct. That is, for example, field of normative science, which not only establishes those standards, but also deal with improving human conduct. Are you getting or not? For example, it is a field of moral philosophy which deals with rightness and wrongness of human conduct. So like this arrow, you will be writing all these 3 definitions. See, we are making holistic, we are studying in a very holistic manner. You have to write all these 3 definitions. Do not become very lazy. You have to write. Because since we have already seen the universal definition, but you have to write. That is, it deals with human character and conduct based on established standard with aim to achieve summum bonum. Yes. Then next is field of moral philosophy, which deals with rightness and wrongness of human conduct. And then next is field of normative science, which not only establishes standard but also deals with improving human conduct. Yes, yes. लिख लिया सब लोगों ने? Yes. Everyone, even at the last, have you written? Write down 2 quotes. 2 quote and put that in the box. Write down like this. Quotes. And then you will be putting that in the box. Okay? First quote is of Albert Schweitzer. That is, write down Albert Schweitzer. That is ethics is Albert Schweitzer. That is ethics is activity of man. Ethics is activity of man. Ethics is activity of man directed to secure activity of man directed to secure inner perfection, directed to secure inner perfection of his own personality. Inner perfection of his own personality. Inner perfection of his own personality. Second quote, inner perfection of his own personality. लिख लिया everyone? Yes. Everyone? Yes. Then second quote is of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. Our greatness, Mahatma Gandhi, our greatness, comma, as human being, comma, our greatness, comma, as human being, comma, lies not so much in able to remake the world, able to remake the world, able to remake the world, able to remake in space able to, enable to, ठीक है, enable to remake the world, that is sir clear है, enable to remake the world, that is the myth of atomic age, that is the myth of, okay, I will be writing, okay. Not in able to remake this is the myth This is the myth of atomic age. This is the myth of atomic age. As we being able to remake ourselves. ठीक है सर, दिख रहा है everyone? Yes, our greatness as human being lies not in able to remake the world. This is a myth of atomic age, as we being able to remake ourselves. Everyone? Yes, we have to work upon our own self, our own human conduct. We have to work upon our human conduct. We should be striving for improving our human conduct. Kaise? How will be doing that? By knowing about rightness and wrongness of human conduct. When you say ethics in Hindi means Niti Shastra. Ethics in Hindi means what? Niti Shastra. Yes, that is, put that quote in the box, and after that we have to write. Yes, ethics is what? Niti Shastra. That is those who are not comfortable in these Hindi acronyms, do not worry. I am writing in English acronyms as well. So do not worry about those things. Okay? Niti Shastra. Niti means what? To carry forward. Niti. This Niti means what? Niti means what? To carry forward. We'll be understanding about Amar Sen and John Rawls' concept of Niti and Nyaya in later part, unit number 5. But here, in the most basic terms, Niti means what? To carry forward. That means ले जाना. किसको लेके जाना है? What you'll be taking through? That is your human conduct. किसको? What you'll be taking through? That is human conduct. Where you will be taking through? Where you will be taking these human conduct? To what? Toward everyone is like this. Toward Samam Bonam. Yes, we want to achieve Samam Bonam. Toward where? Toward Samam Bonam. Towards Samam Bonam. Yes, but how will be taking through? That is, how will be taking? That is by giving knowledge of right and wrong. By giving knowledge of right and wrong, rightness and wrongness of human conduct. When you will know that what are the right and what are the wrong aspect for your own human conduct, then only you can achieve better version of your own self, isn't it? Yes, that is by knowing about rightness and wrongness of human conduct. See, Niti means what? To carry forward. In the most simplest term, le jana. What you are taking through? That is, we have seen ethics is a normative science where we study human conduct. The prime element is what? Prime element is what? Human conduct. Now we have to take this human conduct towards what? Towards ultimate objective. That is Samam Bonam. For example, you will be studying today for what? For getting IAS, for getting into the UPSC. Yes, that is into that list. Are you getting that golden list? Yes or no? Yes, that is your Samam Bonam. Your human conduct should be aligned toward that, na? पता चल रहा है, now you are knowing that yes sir, we have studied about all of those things. Now we have studied a lot, let's go to CP. Not your human conduct is not aligned with your objective. That is your Samam Bonam, ultimate objective, isn't it? You should be studying. Yes, every Saturday and Sunday sir, we have a lot of study. Now after Friday we need 2-day break, and we'll be going in CP and we'll be watching favorite movies. Yes, so your human conduct is, in this particular case, it is not aligned with your goal. Yes or no? That means kaise? By knowing about the rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Yes, very good. We'll be seeing those aspects. Rightness. Abhi just we are starting. We are just, who asked this question? Very good. Shabash. We'll be doing that. Do not worry. When I will be introducing this element of ethics and morality, I'll be taking that question. Okay. But we are just doing very, very basic. We are taking through very, very basic. That is niti means what? To carry forward, le jana. That is kisko? Human conduct toward what? Kaise? By giving them knowledge of rightness and wrongness. Now we have studied ethics. We have understood the basic definition of ethics. That is, ethics is a normative science where we study Ankit, where we study what? Human conduct on some established standard. The knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of what we should do and what we should not in order to achieve samam bonum. Samam bonum in case of Jainism is, in case of Buddhism is, in case of governance is welfare of citizens, and in case of, for example, Hinduism is moksha. Yes. Now ethics in Hindi it means niti shastra. Niti means what? To carry forward. किसको लेके जाना है? Human conduct. Where you want to take it? Towards samam bonum. How will be taken to? That is by giving rightness and wrongness of those human conduct. Yes. That is what we have seen till now. Is it clear? Any doubts so far from these definitions? Yes. Any doubts? Now let's proceed toward next aspect. We'll be taking that. Yes, do not worry. Let's take to the another aspect, that is why there is need to study ethics. Why there is need to understand ethics or study ethics. Are you getting or not? Now we see in our daily life, in modern day, we normally see that there's a lot of pain, hatred, deception. Yes, we see that one brother has taken another brother's life for just a piece of land. Yes or no? One doctor is colluding with pharmacist and doing a collusive corruption, and is writing, that doctor is writing, for example, inflated prices for those reports. Yes, for those aspects. For example, we have seen various other elements like, we'll be soon doing that, but we have seen that youth kills elder brother by slitting throat over land dispute in Odisha's Ganjam. Yes, we have seen such cases, isn't it? You have seen in your society. For example, IAS officer Ranu Sahu taken into ED custody for over 1,000 crore corruption. Yes. For example, CBI summons senior IAS officer 10 lakh bribery case. 10 lakh bribe. I was also. Then next is, for example, next aspect is Sunny Leone. Sunny Leone got 1,000 per month under Chhattisgarh scheme for married women. That means fake ghost beneficiaries. Ghost beneficiaries are there. In her name, somebody else is getting those benefits. Yes? Yes or no? Yes, those benefits are not being transferred to those who are entitled, those who are deserving candidates. That benefits are not getting to that. For example, let's see this particular news. Dheeraj Sahu. Dheeraj Sahu, 64-year-old Congress Raj Sabha MP from Jharkhand. Let's see that. That is what he writes that. Is it visible to last, guys? Yes. Yes. नोटबंदी के बाद भी देश में इतना काला धन और भ्रष्टाचार देखकर मन व्यथित हो जाता है. मेरे तो समझ में ही नहीं, इनके समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. मेरे तो समझ में ही नहीं आता कहां से लोग इतना काला धन जमा कर लेते हैं. अगर इस देश से भ्रष्टाचार कोई जड़ से खत्म करना है तो सिर्फ कांग्रेस पार्टी ही कर सकती है. नाउ इन इंग्लिश व्हाट दे आर सेइंग दैट आफ्टर दिस डिमोनेटाइजेशन ड्राइव, नाउ ही इज वेरी सैड, very deeply pained, that is how this corruption or these black money is there, and why people do all sort of corruption, why they do that. And when his time came, he himself did the corruption of more than 300 crores. That is called as hypocrisy. That is dual standards of behavior. Are you getting? Yes or no? That is being there. For example, doctor is doing collusive corruption with pharmacist. For example, we have seen even those who are learned, those who are professors, they are doing caste discriminations in society because they are also part and parcel. That is what we have told you, that in the unit number 2, we have this topic of attitude. Yes, unit number 2, sir, which is the second unit? Attitude, yes or no? Attitude. In this we have tried, we will be seeing that for example, we are coming from various kind of socio-economic background. Any kind of caste prejudices will be there. Certain kind of religious prejudices will be there. Yes or no? So to become impartial, we need to change this negative attitude towards the positive attitude, and that is not being done in this particular case. And he himself is doing caste discrimination. For example, that is Kolkata doctor rape murder case. Yes, NCRB data in 2020 says that there is one rape every 15 minutes. One rape of a woman in every 15 minutes. NCRB data says that one rape reported every 15 minutes in India. Yes, 2018 data. NCRB 2018 data. Are you getting or not? For example, another news like Jharkhand man kills live-in partner, chops body into 50 pieces. Dog finds remain. Inhuman, cruel, brutish behavior. Yes or no? Yes. Animalistic behavior is being shown. For example, we have seen these two cases. Yes, one is Vivek Panjani and Srijna. Yes, he was suffering from one of the rare form of cancer, and during that time his wife served him well, and after the death, now she could not save, obviously she could not save this particular person, but after his death their love story became immortal. Yes, now we are studying as a case study. Yes, but on the other aspect, he passed in love, another one is he failed in love. That is, for example, here also he was demanded how much? 3 crore alimony. Yes or no? And he became very frustrated, and we have seen that now later on he did suicide. Now such kind of cases are being present. Even after death their love became immortal and he chose death. Yes. For example, another case, for example, those who are learned, though from them we should be expecting some sort of ethics. Now here see, government school principal held for siphoning of rupees 11 crore of midday meal. बच्चों का ही खाना खा गए. Yes, that is 11 crore of midday meal scheme. 11 crore. भूखा मार दिया उनको. Yes, such sort of things we have noticed that. So now we got why there is need to study ethics. Let's see that. Let's summarize that. Write down. Make this diagram. Why there is need to study ethics? Why there is need to study ethics? Why there is need to study ethics? Now we have seen various cases of corruption wherein people focus more upon their own private interest. For example, Dheeraj Sahu ji ka example we have given. We have given the example of Dheeraj Sahu. They prioritized their own private interest over public interest and did corruption of more than 300 crore. That is at the individual level. At the individual level. Is it visible to all of you? At the last? Everyone? Yes. At the individual level, people give importance to private interest more than public interest. For example, very famous example, Pooja Khedkar ji. Yes, we have seen that she morphed her certificates to get into the services. En kane prakaren, I have to enter into the services. Yes or no? Yes, and she has got interim bail as well. She might be having this feeling that kabhi lagta hai apnish bhagwan hai. Yes or no? Yes, even court is favoring them. Yes or no? That is, write down these two examples. Pooja Khedkar issue. Yes, first is clear everyone, that is at the individual level people prioritize their private interest more than the public interest. पहला point सब लोगों ने लिख लिया everyone we have seen such cases ना, we in the format of news. Yes, that is we have seen such trends. इसको छोटा कर दें क्या? everyone सब लोगों ने लिख लिया है everyone? Yes. Patriarchal norms are there, and cases of infidelity, cases of cheating is being there, cases of adultery has been noticed even in the relationships. Yes, at the family level, we have seen various such nuances. Yes, that is at the family level patriarchal norms are being there. For example, we have seen various time one particular gender is getting prominence as far as, for example, male and female are being seen. We have seen that male are being dominated, yes, dominating over females. Yes, that is patriarchal norms. And the cases of infidelity, that is cases of cheating, cases of adultery has been noticed. सब लोगों ने लिख लिया everyone? Yes. Everyone, सब लोगों ने लिख लिया everyone at the last? Yes or no? Yes. Then at the next level, that is community or societal level. At societal level, we have seen caste discrimination. We have seen caste discrimination, and we have also seen the NCRB data 2018. It clearly says that what? Every 15 minutes, community at the societal level, that is caste discrimination is being present. Or दूसरा example you can give, next example that you can give is NCRB data 2018 data, that is one woman being raped every 15 minutes. Is it clear to all of you? Yes. सब लोगों ने लिख लिया है? Every one of you have written or not? Yes. The next particular portion that we have to see is with respect to at the international level. We have seen various human rights violations. Recently, we have seen in Gaza and other part of the areas, and human rights violations, and we have seen various war like situations. You can write Russia-Ukraine war. Yes, you can write that definitely. Russia-Ukraine war. International level human rights violations. For example, human rights violations has been here. For example, you can give this, and for example, war. Second example, you can give war like situation like Russia-Ukraine war, or Israel-Palestine, or India-Pakistan. Any example you can give. Everyone? Yes. At the corporate level, we have seen various kind of scams, scams like 2G scam, Satyam scam. Now there is one joke about 2G scam, that is whenever Manmohan Singh ji is being asked about what is 2G, he always replies in such a manner that I don't know about 2G, I know about only that 2G, that is Sonia ji and Rahul ji. I'll be telling you the context of this joke when I will be teaching you 2G scams. Do not worry. But for time being, this is a joke, and it came in some newspaper, that is Rahul ji and Sonia ji. ये नहीं समझना कि मोदी भक्त हूं. Do not think like that. Yes, it is just a perceptions or those views that have come in various platforms. And then at the politics, at political level, yes, dynastic politics is being there. अब मुझे आप फंसा रहे हो क्या? For example, ADR report says that Association of Democratic Reform, ADR report, there is one report published by Association of Democratic Reform. This report says that is 46% of these MPs have criminal charges against them. 46% of these MPs have criminal charges against them. लिख लिया सभी लोगों ने? Everyone, 46% of these MPs have criminal charges against them. Now, if you see if I have done this aspect in, I guess, in NCERT classes, but if you will see the Indian Parliament, how much is the strength? 543. Now 46% of this, 252, I guess. I think 250. Those who are good in mathematics, they will be telling approximately 252. How much more percent? How many persons are required to pass our ordinary bill? 21. How much? 21. है ना? 21. Yes, 21. Around 21. That means if all these criminals, we can call them, yes, some of these editorials have called them, that is, if all these people have come together and along with 21%, they can pass any bill, ordinary bill they can pass very easily. Yes or no? Just they need 21 people help. Yes or no? Those who are bhakchak. Now, for example, those who have been, we think them as rakshak, they are also being bhakchak. That is called as rakshak bhakchak syndrome. Yes or no? Yes, that is, they will be talking about, all the time they will be talking about women empowerment. Yes, but they themselves are, heinous crimes are being there. If you will see, I teach in the governance, we will be seeing that those aspects. For example, various heinous criminal charges are against them. Yes, some of them are proven as well. Are you getting or not? That is what the scenario in the politics. Now, if you see, what are these points? First point is at the individual level, that is private interest becomes more important than the public interest. For example, examples like Dheeraj Sahu. Second example, Pooja Khedkar. For their own personal interest, they have compromised on the public interest. Second point is with respect to family, that is cases of infidelity we see. For example, we have seen with respect to patriarchal norms. For example, third, that is at the community or society level, we have seen caste discrimination. We have also seen various other aspects like, for example, that is NCRB 2018 data shows that one woman being raped every 15 minutes. And then at the international level, we have also seen human right violations. Yes, human right violation and various war happening in different nooks and corners of this world. And then we have seen at the corporate level, what we have seen, that is various kind of scams are happening. We will be studying about Adrin Cadbury committee and what are the recommendations in that in the unit number 6. But for now being, these are the scams that have happened. And for example, at the political level, we have seen this ADR report that is saying that 46% of these MPs have criminal charges against them. Have you written this, everyone? So now we have understood why there is a need to study ethics. Yes, if ethics will come, then we know there will be more trust, more credibility, and people will be, for example, good ties among people will be there. Yes or no? That people will be trusting other persons. Yes or no? Yes. Then when the similar question was asked from Maharishi Vedvyasa, that how should we act? He was being asked that since Maharishi Vedvyasa, he was a compiler of, yes, compiler of Vedas, and he was also, for example, author of 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras, and he was being asked, since you have read so much and you have read various kind of textbooks and various literature you have read, what is the crux of each and every book? So he replied in one line, that is Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. That is what he replied, that is Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. That is, we should do good to others, we should help others, we should do good to others, we should help others. By that, we should serve others. By that, it will be bringing religious merit. If we instill pain, hatred, deception, it will be bringing us religious demerit. Are you getting or not? This particular shloka was that which was being asked by Ravindra Verma on that very day. That is Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. This particular line will be using even in one essay's conclusion. You can use that directly. That is Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. That is, we should always, what is the crux of each and everything that we are studying in ethics? What is the crux of each and everything? That is, we should always do good to others, we should always help others, we should always serve others. By that, it will be bringing us religious merit. That means if you will do paropkar, that means if you will help others, serve others, yes, if you will be helping others or serving others, by that it will be bringing us punya, religious merit. If we instill pain, hatred, deception, if we will be doing cheating, then we'll be getting, that is, religious demerit. Are you getting or not? That is when the similar question, write down, when is after this, when the similar question was asked, that is when the similar question was asked, that is, what is the crux of ethics? What is the crux of ethics? What is the crux of ethics? When the similar question was asked, comma, that is, what is the crux of ethics, comma, by Maharishi Vedvyasa, that is compiler of Vedas, author of 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras, compiler of Vedas and author of 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras, 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras, 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras, 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras. He replied that, write down this, write down like this. You will not write like this, hai na? Yes, you know that these are crimes. You write like this, Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. I will be giving you negative marks for writing any shloka in Hindi acronyms. Yes, that is Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. That is Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. याद करते रहो. Try to memorize this. Paropkaraya Punyaya Papaya Parpidnam. That is, we should always do good to others. That is, we should always do good to others. That is, we should always do good to others, comma, help others, comma, help others. We should always do good to others, comma, help others, comma, serve others, comma, serve others. Serve others, serve, S-E-R-V-E, serve others, comma, it will bring, comma, it will bring religious merit. It will bring religious merit, M-E-R-I-T, पुण्य की प्राप्ति, religious merit, religious merit. If we instill pain, full stop के बाद, if we instill, after full stop, if we instill, that means if we instill pain, comma, hatred, if we instill pain, P-A-I-N, pain, comma, hatred, comma, deception, if we instill pain, comma, hatred, deception to others, it will bring religious demerits. It will bring religious demerits. It will bring religious demerits. It will bring religious demerit. Now, what is the maxim? For example, on what basis all these principles are being followed? For example, let us understand through one story. For example, Mohan, there was one child, Mohan, he used to live with his parents and grandparents. He used to live with parents, his own parents and grandparents. Now, it was a time of COVID, and his father's company was facing a lot of financial struggles. So what happened? One day, his father lost his job, thrown out of the company. Yes, because there was a lot of earlier in that particular company, a lot of fiscal profligacy was there, huge amount of expenditure was made, and now during these hard times, they could not able to manage those expenditure. Now, those Mohan's parents, they were sitting very quietly in the evening, and they were thinking, they were very, very frustrated that how to manage this expenditure during this COVID times, how to manage these expenditures. And they were gauging in, they were seeing that, analyzing that okay, Mohan's grandparents are having certain medicines, it is costing them very, very heavily. So they thought that on the next very day, we'll be taking Mohan's grandparents to the old age home, On the next very day, Mohan's parent took Mohan's grandparents and Mohan to the old age home, and to say them final goodbye. Seeing all of this, Mohan started crying, started weeping, and told that, will I also have to bring you here in your old age? Yes. And seeing all of this, everyone started crying. And the story is, the story clearly says that, do not do unto others as you would not be done by. It is clearly indicated in Bhagavad Gita, that is, Atmanah Pratikulani Pareshamna Samacharet. That is, do not do unto others as you would not be done by. That is, Atmanah Pratikulani Pareshamna Samacharet. So write down, as per paragraph change karke, after changing the paragraph, as per Mahabharat, Atmanah Pratikulani, you'll write like this, Atmanah Pratikulani Pareshamna Samacharet. 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 That is, do not do unto others as you would not be done by. हमें ऐसा आचरण दूसरों के साथ में नहीं करना चाहिए जो खुद की आत्मा के लिए दुखदायी हो. Yes, do not do unto others as you would not be done by. Yes, similar, you have written this. Yes, Atmana Pratikulani Pareshamna Samachare. That is, after writing this, that is, do not do unto others. Do not do unto others as you would not be, do not do unto others as you would not be done by, do not do unto others as you would not be done by, do not do unto others as you would not be done by. Are you getting or not? That means write down similar principle is there in Christianity. Similar principle is there in Christianity. Similar principle is there in Christianity. That is, do unto others, do unto others, do unto others as you would, do unto others as you would, comma, as you would, comma, they would do unto you, they would do unto you, they would do unto you, inverted comma closed, they would do unto you. That is we should behave, that is we should behave, that is we should behave, that is we should behave with others, that is we should behave with others in the same manner, that is we should behave with others in the same manner, as we should behave with others in the same manner as we expect them, to behave with us, to behave with us, to behave with us. Now everyone, to behave with us, to behave with us. So have you got the knack? What is ethics? A very basic definition of ethics. What is ethics? Ethics is a normative science where we study human conduct, where we study human conduct on some knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of, yes, what we should do and what we should not in order to achieve summum bonum. In case of Jainism is, in case of Buddhism is, in case of Hinduism is, in case of governance is welfare of citizens. Now when the similar question was asked from Maharishi Vedvyasa that what is the crux of ethics, he replied that paropkaraye punyaye papaye parpidnam, paropkaraye punyaye papaye parpidnam, that is we should do always good to others, we should always do good to others, we should help others, serve others. By that it will be bringing us religious merit. If we instill pain, hatred, deception, it will be bringing us religious demerit. And what is the core of ethics? Another aspect, that is what are the principle? That is atmanah pratikulani pareshamna samacharet, that is do not do unto others as we would not be done by, do not do unto others as we would not be done by. This is our introduction for any answer. Are you getting or not? That is, this is how we will be introducing your answer with respect to ethics. That is, ethics is a normative science where we study human conduct on some established standard. Knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of what we should do and what we should not in order to achieve summum bonum. Yes, then uske baad, after that, in body wala part he will be using somewhere atmanah pratikulani pareshamna samacharet, and you can conclude through paropkaraye punyaye papaye parpidnam, because it is will be leading toward that. That is paropkaraye punyaye papaye parpidnam. If you will do good to others, help others, serve others, it will be bringing us religious merit. If we instill pain, hatred, deception, religious demerit. Are you getting or not? So what is ethics? Who will tell? Yes, that is, yes, where we study human conduct on some established standard. Knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of what we should do and what we should not in order to achieve summum bonum. What we study? Human conduct. Human conduct. What it tells? Rightness and wrongness. Very good. Rightness and wrongness of human conduct. What we achieve? Summum bonum. Perfect. Now till this we have completed holistically. Abhi hum logon ne basic, we have covered basic holistically. Now we will be moving toward next. I will be introducing you two definitions, objectivity and subjectivity. Now before we do that, let's see. Now see here, this particular news also I have seen That is, man fight with brother over dead mother's silver bangles. Why there is need to study ethics? Yes, so much materialistic values. Man, this was in news. Yes, I think yesterday it was in news. That is, man fights with brother over dead mother's silver bangles, lays down on the pyre. The cremation was delayed by nearly 2 hours due to son's request to possess his mother's silver jewelry. You guys are laughing, but this is the situation. Yes, so this is where we have to understand. Now, that was the aspect with respect to why there is need to study ethics. Yes, why there is need to study ethics at the individual level. People focus more upon materialistic gain, that is private interest more than the public interest. Second, that is with respect to family, that is there were cases of infidelity, or second was that is patriarchal notions were there. For example, at the community and at the societal level, caste discrimination, and for example, NCRB data says that one woman being raped every 15 minutes, and then at the international level we have seen what, that is various war or human rights violations have been there. At corporate level various scams are happening like 2G scam and Satyam scam, and at the politics we have seen ADR report that 46% of these MPs have criminal charges against them. Now let us introduce one topic that is called as objectivity versus subjectivity. This is very important. Before we understand that is ethics and morality, we have to understand this, that is objectivity versus subjectivity. Now, who is he? Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Yes, yes, very good. Now, who is he? It is a factual thing. It is same for everyone. For me also he is PM. For you guys also he is a PM. PM of India. That is same for everyone in the society. It is a factual thing. Yes, it will be same for everyone. It will be same for everyone in the society. That is called as factual aspect. Factual aspect. But if I change the statement and I tell that he is a person with great personality. Now some might agree with me and some might disagree with me. Some might agree with me and some might disagree with me. That is some will be saying, sir, you are correct, absolutely correct, and some would be saying, sir, what you are saying. That is, it will be different for different person. Different for different person. That is subjectivity. Subjectivity is being involved. Yes, that is, it is different for different persons according to their experiences, according to their thoughts and experiences. Are you getting or not? Sometimes we say that in your UPSC mains examination also there is lot of subjectivity being involved. Yes or no? We say that sometimes कि paper बहुत अच्छा गया था. I have done the paper in a most efficient manner, sir. But what happened? I don't know. He had the evaluator had, I guess, evaluator had fight with his own wife, and now he checked with bad mood, and that is where I have got less marks. Yes or no? Sometimes we say that. That is subjectivity is being involved. How he perceived the paper. I think, for example, in the essay paper it happens most. That is, sometimes your essay will not be, for example, liked by somebody. For example, those evaluators might not be liking your essay, and you might be a philosophy expert, you might be a psychology expert, you have written in different dimensions. But I think, for example, sometimes it might happen that those evaluators are not able to understand your thoughts. Yes or no? It might happen. So that is where we say that in essay copies also there are lot of subjectivity being involved. That is, it is different for different persons. Are you getting or not? So just in short, try to write this. That is objectivity versus subjectivity. यहाँ पर लिखेंगे PM Narendra Modi ji, PM Modi ji, and then you will be writing this in a very short. That is who? That is factual aspect, same for everyone in the society. That is called as objectivity. Yes. Then that is a person with great personality. Now every other person will have a different set of opinions with respect to this. That is different for different person, and that is where we'll be writing that based on individual thought and experiences. That is subjectivity. So first write down this. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone? Now with this context, let us try to understand ethics and morals. Yes, with this context, let us try to understand what are the ethics and morals. Write down heading: relationship between morality and ethics. Relationship between morality and ethics. Write down heading: relationship between. Have you understood the difference between objectivity and subjectivity? Yes, objective is what? That is, it is factual in nature. That is same for everyone in the society. And what is subjectivity? It is different for different individual based upon their thoughts and experiences. Have you got this now? Have you got this? Okay. Now, if you see ethics, this word ethics has been derived from Greek word ethikos or ethos. It has been derived, you keep on writing and we'll be understanding also. Ethics has been derived from these two words, that is ethikos or ethos, and this is a Greek word. Ethics has been derived from Greek word ethikos and ethos. And morality, on the other hand, it has been derived from mores or mos. These are Latin word. Now, whenever we say ethics and morality, we deal with rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Both of these aspects are dealing with what? Rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Yes, if you will see different dictionaries, you will find that their meaning, in some dictionary it is coming as habit, in some it is coming as character, custom and conduct. Habit, character, custom and conduct. Sometimes you will be finding various other things as well, that is habit, character, custom and conduct. Are you getting or not? Yes, ethics and morality. Ethics has been derived from Greek word ethikos or ethos, or morality has been derived from Latin word mores or mos. And here both of these words means in different contexts. These mean habit, character, custom and conduct in different dictionaries. But both deal with rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Both tells us regarding what is right for us and what is wrong for us. Yes, both tells us regarding rightness and wrongness of human conduct. That is, both deal with rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Both are dealing with rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Now, ethics are those standards which are established by society and they are imposing upon you. Yes, these are those norms which have been imposed upon you. These are external principles. These are objective principles that has been imposed upon you. If you violate those principles, you will be penalized. For example, in your society, intercaste marriage is not allowed. For example, you are coming from certain village area, their intercaste marriages. For example, you are coming from northern western UP, and there intercaste marriages are not being allowed. And you have studied UPSC, now you have seen, you have ventured into different zones, and now you know that no, it is perfectly now you can, for example, you can there should be personal autonomy as well, and now you have chosen certain partner and that is from different caste. Now society will do what? They will be socially boycotting you. Yes or no? Yes, they will be boycotting you. For example, in Rajasthan, the child marriages are being allowed. Now you have studied UPSC and everything. Now you know that it is, for example, crime. Yes or no? Yes, you know all of these aspects. But their society practices that. Now if you are in their favor, what will happen that, for example, they will be allowing, they will be very, very happy. If you will be opposing, then they will be boycotting you. Bahut padh ke aa gaye. Now he has studied a lot and they will be boycotting you. Yes, sometimes it happens. Yes, that is, these are, ethics is related to the objective conceptions. That is, these are those ethical rule or framework which are given to the individual by society. You are obeying them under the external pressure. You are obeying them under the external pressure. If you are not following those, you will be penalized. For example, now you find that your individual morality, for example, you say you have seen and you think that, for example, in your society, what happens that for example, homosexuality is not allowed. Homosexuality is not allowed. Now you have seen that for example, in your society, for example, wherever you have studied, it is perfectly fine. You say that it is love is beyond gender. Yes, sometimes you say that. Now, if you say utter such kind of words in such kind of society, they will be boycotting you. Yes or no? Yes. That is, these are ethical rules or frameworks. Ethics, that is, these are those ethical rules or frameworks which are imposed upon the individual by society. If you are not obeying them, you will be penalized. But on the other hand, morality is at the individual level. It is a subjective conception. What you feel as primary. मुझे क्या सही लगता है, क्या गलत लगता है. What you feel as right and wrong. Your individual perception, your individual perspective. Is your individual perspective of right and wrong. That is we are dealing in morality. We are dealing in morality. Morality is a subjective conception. It is of individualistic in nature. It is of individualistic in nature. Based on what values does he considers primary. It rests on your internal motivation. Your internal motivation, not on the social pressure. You do not have any fear of getting punished. Yes or no? Yes. So ethics is those rule of framework which are imposed upon individual by society. These are objective conception. These are extrinsic in nature. These are absolutist in nature. These will be universal. जो जैसा मेरे लिए होगा, the same will be for you as well. Those ethical rules of framework will be same for everyone in the society. Are you getting or not? But on the other hand, if you will, for example, you are talking about morality, here we are talking about individualistic conception. We are talking about subjective conception. Here different person have different opinion. They are coming from different socio-economic background. They have studied certain thing. Their education level is certain different. Yes or no? So they will be having different opinion also. What you consider as a primary, what you consider as a right or wrong, that conception will be considering in morality. Are you getting or not? Everyone, see, have you written till here? ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत. Morality is based on subjective conception. Ethics is related to the objective conception. Objective conception. Yes. Sorry. छूट गया क्या? Under the external pressure. Obeys them under the external pressure. Obeys them under the external pressure. Obeys them under the external pressure. Anywhere if you feel that is not clear in my handwriting, you can tell, you can ask. Have you got the difference? Little bit. We'll be dealing with that with different examples. Do not worry. Dealing with more such examples, various case studies. Okay, I think you guys have written. देख लिया एवरीवन? अरे कौन नो बोल रहा है? अच्छा, लिखे नीचे मुंडी करके नो बोल देते हैं. You have written, sir? Yes. Now, for example, if you see these diagrams, suppose here in this area ethics and morals are in consonance. For example, you know that your parents have taught you that you should be getting early in the morning, and you have also seen various benefit of that. So you started getting up early in the morning. Yes. Now your individual morality has coincided with the ethics that has been taught. Yes. For example, let us understand in this way. That is, for example, you have seen child marriages in Rajasthan. Yes. Your individual conception says that it is wrong. Yes. So your individual morality is saying that it is wrong. Yes. Now ethics, the societal ethics says that it is perfectly okay, fine, child marriages should be allowed. Child marriages should be allowed. And then ethics and morals will be coming in conflict. Yes or no? For example, Sabrimala temple, that is entry of women, that is women of reproductive age between 10 to 50, that was banned. That was banned. Devotees' moral principles says that the deity that is present, that is enshrined in Sabrimala, is brahmachari, and women should not be allowed at that particular. That is a ritual there, that is a custom there. Are you getting or not? But constitutional principles of equality and non-discrimination do not allow such kind of practices. Yes or no? Now these two principles came in conflict. Are you getting or not? So whenever you are in this zone, that means ethics and morals are going in consonance. But whenever you are here or morality aspect is here, that is where conflict comes. Make this diagram as well. That is right and wrong aspect. Are you getting, everyone? We'll be taking you through different examples, different case studies as well with respect to ethics and morals. Do not worry, we are just establishing the context. We're just establishing the context here. These are ethics are external rule. These are objective conception. These are universal principle. These are imposed upon individual by society. These are rightness and wrongness of human conduct established by society. Society has imposed upon the individual those rightness and wrongness of human conduct. But with respect to morals, these are individual principles. These are what? These are individual principles that you consider as primary, that you consider as important, that you consider as right, you consider as wrong. These are individualistic conceptions. Are you getting or not? That is ethics and morals. Ethics and morals. Everyone? Yes? Now make this chart as well. It is just a repetition. Whatever we have seen, it is just a repetition. We'll be making this chart. Just a repetition. Whatever we have seen, that is ethics and morality. That is, it is based on the established standard, that is universal standard. Just a repetition. That is, ethics is based upon those standards that has been put by society, and that will be a universal standard that will be applying in the same manner to me, to you as well. Are you getting or not? That is, these are universal standard. But morality is based upon your individual standard. Morality is based upon your individual standard. Ethics is based upon the objective conception. But morality based upon subjective. It is different for different individual according to their thoughts and experiences. According to their thoughts and experiences. For example, ethics will be absolutism. Here, absolutism in their ethical standard will be there. Everything will be absolute. Same for everyone. Here, relativism. Different person will have different viewpoint, different thoughts, different experiences. According to them, whatever, for example, sir was saying, that is, everyone will have different context of right and wrong. Yes or no? That is relativistic concept. For example, an individual has to conform to the external standard here. That is what has been established by society. Are you getting? That is being established by society. Those external principles, you have to conform to that. Here, you have to conform to your own moral principles. What you consider as primary, what you consider as important. लिख लिया यहाँ तक fourth point. And fifth point is, it is extrinsic and it comes from within own internal. It is coming from your own internal compass, moral compass. That is, it is from your own conscience. It is coming from there. Write down. ethics and morals. Those standards which have been imposed upon individual by society, that is called as ethics. Those aspects of rightness and wrongness that has been imposed by society to the individual, that is called as ethics. And these morality is what? Morality is what? That is, these are individualistic conception. These are internal moral, that is internal moral compass. That is, they will be telling your, for example, what you feels as a right and wrong. And generally it is uniform across society. It will be uniform, same for everyone. Yes, absolutist in the nature, and it may differ from society to society. Morals might differ from society to society. Then, have you written till 6 point? Yes. Okay. We'll taking 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more. Constitutional morality has different principles. Those principles that are being present, for example, equality is there, non-discrimination is there. All those principles that are present. Yes, constitutional morality. That is complete reverence to those principles that are being present in the constitution. For example, yes, are you getting or not? So during the Sabrimala doctrine also these principles of constitutional morality of equality and non-discrimination was applied. Yes or no? Yes. We'll be seeing that case as well. For example, value of not stealing is considered universal ethical principle. Non-stealing, chori na karna, non-stealing is considered as a universal ethical principle. But preference for your vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food, it will be a more of moral principle. That is individualistic conception. That is preference for vegetarian food or non-veg food is more concerned with the morals. More concerned with the morals. Okay. Yes, this particular question is there, and for example, whenever we are talking about two societies, whenever we are talking about two societies, we are taking one society as an individual entity. See, here we are making differences. Later on, even UPSC will be using these two terms interchangeably, and I will be also using these two terms interchangeably. Yes, now whenever, for example, two societies are being compared. For example, one society is there, sir, जैसे कि tribal culture. For example, one society is from the tribal area and one society is from the central India. Now if you want to compare these society keeping nation as a perspective, then you'll be telling that these societal morality is different from different societal morality. What we are saying that we are taking this society as an individual, as one entity itself. While comparing, what we are doing, we are treating them as an individual. That is where we are saying that one societal morality is different from the another societal morality. It is just a relative conception, relative terms. Are you getting? Yes. Very good question. Sir, आपका नाम क्या है? Kunal. Kunal is conscious. Very good. No, not necessarily, but if you want, you can give. You can give. Yes. Yes, but it is always advisable. You should write one or two line. It is always advisable. Have you written till here? In next class, we'll be venturing into more aspect of ethics and morality with case studies and examples, with a lot of news aspects as well. So that will be done. Various other news are also there. We'll be understanding through those as well, through case studies. Wait for a while. So till now what we have done, we started our class with what? Syllabus. So tell me, what is the syllabus of ethics? That is ethics and human interface. Second, attitude. Third unit is aptitude and foundational values for civil service. Emotional intelligence, contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world, that is values and ethics in public administration, probity in governance. Then case studies. Then what we have done various crimes in UPSC. Yes, we have done various crimes in UPSC. You will be avoiding all those crimes. Next, we have introduced this ethics. What is ethics? Sir, at the last, ethics is a normative science where we study human conduct. On some knowledge of ethics gives us knowledge of what we should do and what we should not in order to achieve summum bonum. Summum bonum in case of Jainism is, in case of Buddhism is, in case of Hinduism is, in case of governance is. When the similar question was asked from Maharishi Vedvyasa, that is what is crux of ethics, it was being replied that paropkaraya punyaya papaya parpitnam. What is being replied? That is paropkaraya punyaya papaya parpitnam. That is we should always do good to others, help others, serve others. That will be bringing religious merits. And if we still pay in hatra deception, it will be bringing us religious demerit. When the similar maxim was seen and it was found that in the Mahabharata, that is atmana pratikulani pareshamna samachare, that is do not do unto others as you would not be done by. Do not do unto others as you would not be done by. Now ethics, the principle is ethics ki definition, the definition of ethics plus AP square S, that is atmana pratikulani pareshamna samachare. Today's formula that I am giving to all of you. This is how you will be memorizing. Today's formula is, that is definition of ethics, then AP square S, that is atmanah pratikulani pareshamna samacharet. Atmanah pratikulani pareshamna samacharet. And then next is paropkaraya punyaya papaya parpidnam. P ki power 4. Paropkaraya punyaya papaya parpidnam. Paropkaraya punyaya papaya parpidnam. Then we have seen why there is need to study ethics, and we have seen at the individual level personal interest become more important than the public interest. Then we have seen at the family level, we have what we have seen at the family level, that is patriarchal notions are being practiced, infidelity is there. Then at the community and societal level, caste discrimination and NCRB data we have seen. And then at the IR level, human right violations and various kind of wars. At the corporate levels, various kind of scams are happening. And at the politics, that is ADR report, that is 46% of these MPs have criminal charges against them. Then we differentiated between objectivity and subjectivity, and then we differentiated between ethics and morality. Just basic aspect we have done. In tomorrow's class we will be doing with many case studies. Okay, so thank you everyone. I am still here. If you have any doubt, any issues, you can